Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today, I'm going to be doing a little special video and giving you the update on my Insanity project, how it's going, where I went wrong, where I went right, and just sort of everything that I plan to do with it. I call it the Insanity Project because the goals that we are shooting for, I think only someone who's actually insane would try this. And it just takes the sheer amount of alts, as well as professions, as well as doing dailies on all of those characters as well. And it requires all kinds of rep. And I called this my insane plan to make millions of gold originally before MOP even launched. And now we are here in Mists of Pandaria, and we've hit the exact halfway point with 5 characters being done and 5 characters yet to go. So, without further ado, what my Insanity project was I harped a lot in preparation on utilizing tailoring, inscription, alchemy, and I made 10 tailors, and each of these tailors are going to be making Imperial Silk every single day. So the Imperial Silk cooldown takes 8 bolts of windmill cloth. I spend about 2 to 3k per week supplying all the Imperial Silk for all of these characters. It's about 625 bolts right now per week that we go through, so that's not too much. One bag pays for that cost, and each character prints a bag, so it's not that bad. And then we also utilize the Song of Harmony. Now this one is off cooldown, and you can go farm motes to make this even better. You could farm Gulai treasure keys to get even more Imperial Silk if you want. But on our tiller farm, we are getting every single character exalted with the tillers, and we are farming Motes of Harmony, so we do that every day. And right now, with 5 characters to farm all of it and do all the cooldowns, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes, somewhere in there. I haven't straight up timed it and sweated that out yet. I just kind of do it passively and casually. Now that we have no more dailies to do on the 5 characters, this has gone a lot better. And then the big money maker with this is going to be through the Royal Satchel Bag recipe. So these Royal Satchels are selling anywhere from 3 to 4k. I was very wrong with this. I figured they'd be selling for a lot more gold, somewhere in the 6, 7k by now, and starting off as early as 10k. However, I forgot to account for the 26 slot bags that were in Kata. Well, sure, these are new, exclusive, and take a lot of grind to go after and get. The 26 ones, people were content with those, and with cloth being so cheap, and it really doesn't take much effort. It takes a few minutes to log over, go make cloth, and come back. So that is something that was a minor oversight for it, but we are still able to print about 40k a week right now with just making Royal Satchels. The factory just turned on. It is obviously, MOP came out on July 21st. So we have been here for quite a few weeks. We're like week 6 or 7, I think. Yeah, this is week 8 right now. It'll be 8 weeks in here very soon. So MOP's been popping, but what you need to do in order to get this is get exalted with the August Celestials. And then the Quartermaster is right here. This requires exalted to get it, as well as 600 tailoring. So the Insanity Project is me taking every single character I have with tailoring, getting them all the way up, and getting exalted with the tillers. And by that, and just farming the Song of Harmonies and the Imperial Silk, you can print about 2 bags per week on every character. So I have completed my monk, I have completed my paladin, I have completed my hunter, I have completed my mage, I have completed my shaman. My druid here in the middle is a gatherer, so it's my herbing, mining. I use it for videos, stuff like that. It doesn't have to do exalted with that. It is exalted with the tiller, and I do grow these Songs of Harmony, but I just turn those into Golden Lotus and make Potions of Luck with my alchemist. That's just passive, easy income. Then my next one is my DK. I've been just sort of doing a level a day on stream with this character because with Landfall incoming, leveling all these characters just got 65% easier. So yeah, in 2 weeks, like it actually like hurts me to level a character right now because I know that coming, and I'm like, oh, I'm just wasting my time. But you know, it is what it is. I don't have any dailies to do. I literally log on and play for like a half hour if I was just farming and just making my silk and not really have much to do outside of raids. So we're working on the DK. The rogue, warlock, priest, and warrior are I'm probably just going to go down the list and level them in that order. I listed in the ones that I'm most interested in playing. My warrior's geared for prots and not really that good, so I'm not really looking forward to the warrior that much, as well as I mained the monk and paladin, so another melee DPS doesn't scream a lot of joy towards me right now. But what I wanted to show you is how much we have made from these and what we're looking to do. So we've made about 20 bags at this very moment in time, and obviously the factory just started printing at half capacity, I suppose. And we're just selling all of our royal satchels. We have 10 on the auction house right now that we are selling. You know, people are fierce, they undercut, stuff like that, so they will sell. I have not had a problem selling the ones that I have, and we're going to open up our TSM ledger just to show you guys how much we are making on royal satchels, just to show you that I'm not full of BS. So we started getting our first one 17 days ago, and these are all the sales that we have gotten. My monk and paladin were pretty quick with it, but we sold out a lot of these between 4 or 5k, and then now they're as low as 3.5k, but we've made 40k off of the 10 that we have sold thus far, which is really, really good. That buys you about 2 to 3 months of WoW, as you can see with the WoW token. So pretty much I've established a farm that will literally pay for itself and be able to get a ton of gold, because if we're making 40k, we're making 40k a week right now just from these royal satchel production at half capacity. So we'll be able to make 80k once we have all of them printing 10 to 20 bags per week because of the farm, the Motes of Harmony, and all the Imperial Cloth. My goal is to have this completely done by Throne of Thunder, but time will certainly tell if we're able to achieve that goal. That is quite hefty, but with the changes in the 65% XP, it will be pretty quick to start leveling all these characters, because I've been doing it the hard way, spending like 8 to 10 hours just questing on the characters to get them to max, and then logging in every day for 2 to 3 weeks to get them to that Exalted with August Celestials. That's the big gatekeep and what really sucks, and I try to limit it to where I'm only ever doing like 2 or 3 of them at a time. If I ever go higher than that, it's a lot, and I don't really enjoy the game at that point. But anyway, guys, just want to give you my Insanity project. And if you're working on anything crazy, if you have any awesome gold farms, stuff you've been working on, and you want to share in the comments, I always love reading them. But I truly hope you enjoyed this, and I stream all this every day at twitch.tv/KaigoGaming. So if you want to invest in the journey, feel free to stop by and check it all out. But until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.